Join the Monsterboy Roc. Boom. Hi, my name is Monsterboy Roc, and welcome to the show. Now, as I've mentioned before, my passion project, The Secret Beauty, is a passion project that I do hope to make someday. I have a whole story planned and everything, and I'm writing it right now. But, of course, if you want to make a good story, it needs lots of time. You have to prepare, you have to think and rethink, re-strategize everything, think about what the characters are going to do and everything. And that's a lot of work and a lot of time. I don't want to just jump right into it, because then the story won't be that good. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I can't write anything with these characters from my passion project. What I've been doing for the past few months or so is I've been trying to draw test comics. These test comics are basically me trying to figure out the characters. Currently, I've done maybe about 4 or 5 comics. I want to say maybe like 6 at the very most. And they've all went over pretty well when I posted them on Instagram and Facebook, which I'm very happy for, because I loved making those comics. In fact, I love them so much that I decided to show you all today how I create one of my comics. Yep, and in today's comic that I'm going to be writing and drawing, I'm going to have it star River's lovable dog, Sam. So, without further ado, I think we should get started. So, let's draw a comic. Okay, so for this comic, I'm only going to need 1 Sharpie to draw the outline. And this is my navy Sharpie. I, of course, have my ink-seeking prevention paper right here that I'm going to place under the piece of paper that I am drawing on, as well as all the other pieces of paper that I'm going to be drawing on for the subsequent pages. So, pull the top off, and let's get started drawing the comic. So, the very first thing I'm going to write on this piece of paper is the title. And there we have it, my friends. The title of the comic. What is Sam thinking? A Secret Beauty comic by Rocco DeCaro. That's me. Okay, now it's time to actually draw the comic. And since Sam is the star of the comic, I think we'll start with him. So, we're going to draw his head. And at the beginning of the comic, he's sleeping, so we're going to draw his eyes shut. Draw his ears. Here we go. And now, he's going to be all curled up, so we'll draw him in a little ball position. Like that. Draw his little spot. His tail, and we'll draw his eyebrows, because this dog has eyebrows. Now, River and Russell are also in this comic, so we're going to draw them now. Now, they're going to be on the cliff of the Secret Beauty, so I'm going to draw the grass, which is just a bunch of zigzaggy lines that just move the marker up and down very softly. And now I'm going to draw a tree in the background, like this. Here we go. Now, I'll draw a little bit of the rock, the cliff, draw some lines, Now that the characters, the location, and even the title is drawn in, there's still one last thing to put onto the page. As you can see, River's mouth is open. That is to indicate that she is talking, and that means she is going to be speaking dialogue. And in a comic, that requires a word bubble. Now, usually I like to start by drawing the actual dialogue and then drawing the word bubble around it. So in this case, River's gonna be saying, "Hey Russell, have you ever wondered what Sam thinks about every day?" Now I draw the word bubble around the dialogue. And there we have it, folks. The first page of my comic, in outline form. Now, I'm going to be drawing 9 more pages of this, and that'll be the whole comic. And what I like to do when I'm done with a page is I rip it out of the sketchbook like so, and I put it to the side, and then I'll put my ink-seeking prevention paper on the next page, and then I start drawing the next page, and when that's done, I rip the page out and I put it next to the other page. So, when I'm all done with 10 pages, then the outline of the comic will be complete. But of course, we don't have the other pages yet. So, let's get started with that. And after I finish writing the words "the end" on the last panel, we are finally done with the outline of the comic. Now that all 10 of my outline pages for my comic is done, I will now scan it into my computer, and then I'm going to color it digitally. So I will go do that, and I will meet you at my tablet.